Hello and welcome back. Today we're in the garage fish room. Haven't been out here in a while, I think. And I want to show you some new fish that I got for this tank right here. I'm really excited to show you. And right now they're really small. Quite hard to see actually. I don't know if you can see them. But one day they are going to become monsters and I am so excited for that. But I'm mostly excited to watch these fish grow because they grow quite fast in the first year, the first few months. But I don't know, can you guys see them right now? There's two of them in there, they're still really small. And the tank is cloudy right now and a little bit dirty. You can see there's algae on the glass, so I'm gonna start off by doing some maintenance. Alright, the water change is done. You can see the tank is looking much cleaner. It's still a little bit cloudy compared to the other tanks. I think it might be having a bacterial bloom or something. But the fish that I have in here are Endley cherry bichers or bashirs or bikers, however you want to call them. But I call them bichers. Here's the other guy. Really cute. They still have their little finlets, those things that hang out of their gills. These are so cute and they're tiny. They're like the size of my finger, if not smaller. With these fish, you definitely want to have a tight fitting lid. Right now, I took it off because I was just scrubbing the tank, but I've made one right here, DIY'd, and it fits really nicely. So I use stainless steel hinges right here. I have a wooden doorknob. I don't know if it's wood, it's like fake wood, but it looks nice. I've cut out a little opening right here for the cords, the heater and the filter cord and air tube, so it'll fit on really nicely. Let's try to do this with one hand and then slide it back. Alright, then we gotta get this in place. Perfect and perfect. Check that out. So when I want to feed them, I just open it like that and it stays up. I really like this. And same thing with this tank. This is my Vallisneria tank with the cardinal tetras and honey gouramis. Everything is going really well in this tank. There's a mono shrimp at the bottom, a couple of them in this tank. And yeah, I want to add a few more stuff in this tank. Maybe some apistogrammas, or I have no clue, but yeah, I'm really liking this tank. I'm enjoying it a lot. You can see I've got heaters in both tanks because it's really cold right now. If I don't have a heater, the water will get down to like, this is in Celsius, but the water will get down to like 10 degrees Celsius. It's best to keep them at 24-25 degrees Celsius. Around that range is what I like to keep my fish at. And it also depends on the type of fish you get. One thing I need to do with this lid is I made a mistake the other day when I was making it. So I don't know how well you can see it, but I cut a hole out here and the cords and the airline tubing is on this side and I can't flip it around, so I have to cut another hole out on this side. Alright, so this is perfect. We've got one slot opened on this side and one on this side. Now let's put this back on. Let's try it with one hand again. How well can we do this? Alright, easy. Now that is absolutely perfect. Perfect fit. Made from cheap polycarbonate plastic boards and DIY. It's really fun and really easy. Anyone can do this. Back to the Endleys. I've got two of them and they've always just been one of my favorite fish. I knew that someday I'd eventually keep these fish and that time has come. Right now I've got two of them. You can see they're really beautiful. Here's the other guy. I think these little fish need names, but right now they're still really small. I want them to grow up a little bit more so that I can see their patterns better, because their patterns and colors will change as they get bigger. Also the substrate you put in, right now there's no substrate, but I'm planning to get some substrate for this tank. I am thinking about getting some red garnet sand or some brownish soil or sand to add in this tank. Red color sand enhances the colors of bichers, and if you put like a black substrate in, the fish will turn very dark in color and won't look as attractive as when you put red color sand. On the other hand, if you put a white color substrate, then the fish will turn very pale and it'll lose all its patterns. So I want to try to get a red color sand or brownish color. I do like red garnet sand, but some of them can be a little bit too tacky and like look kind of artificial. So I don't know, if I find the right sand or substrate, I'll be adding that in here. And then for food, we're gonna feed them a little bit right now. This is some chopped up prawns. Well, I haven't chopped it up yet, but it's a little piece of shrimp. And I'm gonna cut this up right now into smaller bits, and let's hope that they'll eat on camera for the first time. I highly doubt they'll eat on camera, but we've gotta try anyways. So I just grab a couple and I just drop them in there. I've tried feeding them with the pincets, putting it right by their face, but they just ignore it. And then when I'm gone, they'll secretly eat. And then when I come back, they'll stop whatever they're doing, and it's really tough. It's really tough getting these guys to eat on camera. They're really shy and they like to stay hidden. There used to be more hiding spots in there. I had more plants in there, but I took it out. I've got to put more hiding spots in this tank for them because I want them to feel comfortable. So I've had these two beautiful bichers for around 2 weeks now, and I have not yet managed to catch them eat on camera. I've seen them eat in person, but like only twice ever. And I've been feeding them once a day with these little prawns. And yeah, it's just really hard to see them eat. I think the lights might have to do with that. I know that these fish are nocturnal, they're more active at night. And I've come here at 10, 11 in the night when the lights are off and I fed them. And that is the time I've seen them eat. But when the lights are on, it's really hard to get them to eat. But I just leave the food in there, and then by later, the food will be gone. So I know that they're eating. In the future, I do want to change the lights up on this because I do plan to have them in this tank for a while until they get a bit larger, and then after that I'll be moving them into an even bigger tank. For now, I'm leaving them in the 60 centimeter tank, and I kind of want to change the lights. These lights are really good for tanks like this where you have ballast area, the plants are just growing like crazy, but for a tank where I'm keeping bichers, I kind of want to keep it discreet and dark, and maybe have like one yellow lamp up above. I think that'll look really cool. And then have some sand in the future. That's just some ideas that I have for the future. But right now, I just know that they're not really comfortable under the bright lights. But look at this guy. This guy is super cute. He's just hiding under his little Anubias non appetit, kind of like a helmet. I think we need to make something out of this. So I'm going to leave these fish for now. Just let them be with their few shrimp. I don't want to put too much because they're still really small. They can't eat that many. So this I'll probably chop up to small bits and feed the little cardinal tetras because they like some of this. These fish, if you want them to be, they can be like miniature piranhas. Definitely one of my all-time favorite fish. Just the colors from a distance. You see the blue and red shimmering. I think it's just amazing. Most of the time I feed my fish pellets and flakes, but sometimes I like to mix it up with some prawns just to add a bit more excitement. And I'm sure the fish enjoy a little treat. So I want to talk about this room a little bit, this garage fish room. So right here, I've opened up this space. I used to have a little tank here, but now I've opened it up and I'm planning to put another rack, similar size to this, except a little bit shorter. And I want to have some nano tanks here. I really want to try keeping some shrimp, some nano fish, and maybe create some nano aquascapes with easy to care for plants, low tech, low lights. I think it'll be quite fun. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Should I put a rack right there? I think I will. The Endley cherries, we've got 2 of them, and I hate to say it, but I really want to get some different species. We've got 2 Endleys. I really want to get a Labraday Bichir and a Delhaize in the future. Maybe even a Senegal. We need to add a Senegal to the family. But yeah, I think it's really nice. I love these guys. I love the patterns on them, and I just am so excited to watch them grow and become huge prehistoric monsters. They are just so cute right now, but wait till you see them get much bigger. I think it'll be so cool in the future just to have a massive tank with some bichir swimming around at the bottom. Maybe have some predatory fish swimming around the middle of the tank. I'm not so sure what's going to go in that tank yet, but in the future I definitely want to do that, and I think it'd be so cool to make it look as naturalistic as possible and have like a bunch of African fern, Bulbitis, in the tank, maybe some huge Anubias. I just think that'd be so cool. As always, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did like SWAT, be sure to hit that like button. There will be many more changes coming to this tank right here, and I can guarantee you that they are eating for sure. Right now, they're not eating on camera because they're just really shy fish, but I promise you they're eating, and I'm gonna take care of them the best I can and give them a good life. So I'll see you guys next time.